It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the teams from Super Bowl 49 and that goal line pick. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots on Monday Night Prime Time.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple of teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in a position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Seattle.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Now Walker has some room inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Geno now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On the bootleg, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Geno. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Here's Walker. He slams it in there, and he is in. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
19, set, go.
We're set. Gonna open with a pass. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Trying to avoid tacklers there, but the ball is out. And the defense has it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that ball incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. Got it with Smith and Jigba. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Now a give to Walker, running right. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. 2 minutes remain. 1st half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Foxborough after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun. In trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and We'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
A dive and a catch. Incredible.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Smith and Jigba has it on that out route.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Tyler Lockett, touchdown Seattle. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Next to score is Seahawks 14, Patriots nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and running back Antonio Gibson heading out onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun is Brissett. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third and 9. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his big tight end, Henry.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield, past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Smith now to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 30.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Seahawks 21. Patriots nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Gibson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
19.
On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. This one complete. A.J. Osborne with the grab. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
19. Hey, check. Hey, kill.
To throw, it's Brissett on 1st and 10. He's got Douglas going deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
19. Go.
Here is Brissett. That's into the hands of Tyquan Thornton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It seems like the best offenses in the league all rely heavily on yards after the catch. And this is a great example of why, if you can deliver an accurate pass on the move with the speed and the elusiveness of some of these guys in the league, it is a handful in the open field for the defense to tackle.
1st and 10. Play fake to Stevenson. Now Brissett. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
To throw is Brissett. He'll set up the screen for Gibson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
It came up a little bit short there on third down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in four-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Smith to throw on first down. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So we are through three. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's 1st and 10. Gino to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll run with Walker. A dive, and he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Myers now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Brissett. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Throwing again, Brissett. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. What a big play there for New England. And even 30 yards. Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett. That one taken in by Douglas. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Brissett gonna throw again. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
To the air again is Brissett. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, New England.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
We're set now on 1st down. The open man is Osborne. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now Brissett throwing on 1st and 10. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Pats are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Second down and 3. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Myers on for a field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Foxborough.